vocoder is a speech analyzer and synthesizer.
Hi, my name is Chris Cook, and that's the name I use for my band. I just use my name, Chris Cook. I'm 38 years old, and I live in Laurel, Maryland. This is my second year participating in the RPM Challenge. I heard about it last year on Slashdot and got in on it right before it started last year and had a real good time doing that, even though I had a lot of stress. My second daughter came along right in the middle of the month, but I used her for inspiration and pressed on and had a great time finishing that up. And it was a great experience. And then beyond that, I actually made it up the coast to New Hampshire for the listening party at the tail end of March and really had a blast with that. So I just couldn't help but come back this year. As soon as I finished up last year, the ideas were already kicking through my head for what I was going to do next year. Music has always been a hobby and an escape for me, something to do to unwind and relax. I've never had any real professional aspirations, and I still don't. I do it as a hobby, strictly amateur, and I like it that way. It keeps it loose. There's never really any stress to make something that's saleable, because it's just I make what I make, and people like it, fine. They don't like it, fine. I got my release out of it, and that's good enough for me. I've been involved with music ever since I can remember, even as a kid. I can't remember when I really started getting into music. I also started composing when I was in high school, both for the piano, and then I would also do some interesting things. I'm a poor high school kid, didn't have a lot of gear, so I would multi-track using 2 portable cassette recorders and 2 cassette tapes. I generally work solo, though. For the RPM album, one or both of my daughters, one's age 4, the other's just turned 1, may get involved with things. My MacBook Pro is the nerve center of my recording operation, and I'm working primarily with Logic Studio, but I'm supplementing that with Garriton Personal Orchestra and Garriton Jazz and Big Band. I use an 88-key keyboard, and I have another little keyboard, and then of course a microphone if I need to do some vocals, and an M-Audio trigger finger for certain other MIDI controls. In addition to all the package software, I'm also using some custom Ruby programming that I've done to supplement things. My style is really all over the place. I'm kind of eclectic and not much into genres. Usually I'll get some kind of musical challenge in mind or some new toy that I'm playing with, and that'll kind of form the kernel of a song, and things will just evolve from there. My new toy right now is Logic Studio, and so for my RPM album, the features in Logic Studio are forming the core of a lot of the songs, and so I've decided to call the album Tweak. I think my biggest challenge with the RPM this year is actually not the album, but I've been trying to do some video logging as I go, and I've spent a fair amount of time producing the videos and rendering them and publishing them up. That's an activity all in itself, just getting that done. And aside from that, the social networking aspect of it, I got to post the videos and then tell people about them, and I'm trying to keep updates going up on YouTube and 43 Things and MacIdol.com, where I host my music, and also the actual RPM Challenge site itself. Just keeping up with all of that, plus the video, while still doing the album, I think is one of the biggest challenges of all of it. But that community part of it's really kind of what makes it special, so I don't want to lose that completely. Funniest moment during the RPM Challenge? I think I'm just going to have to let you see it for yourself. After RPM, and I get some sleep, and I got to do taxes and things like that. But on the music side, I've been working on a symphony for several years now, and I really do need to knuckle under and get that thing done. So I think my musical plans for the rest of the year are to try and knock out the first and third movement of that symphony. And I may do the odd thing here or there just for stress relief when I need to, but that's my main musical focus. So if you want to follow my progress on that, go to MacIdol.com and look for me by name, and you'll find me there and see how I'm coming with that.